let's get started. How do I believe all these matches are gonna go? Honestly, like first impression, as we talked a little bit about earlier, uh, is that the bracket looks kind of weird, to be honest. It looks a little bit weird. I guess maybe they have changed a little bit of the seeding to like not have too many East Coast or West Coast matches. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. Hungrybox Lucky. Honestly, I believe this is probably the person HBox wanted to play the least against in round one. Like, out of the people that had like a possibility, even if a slight possibility in some scenarios, I believe Lucky was the worst pick HBox could have been getting. Like, let's say Druggedfox was last seed, or let's say the Moon was last seed, or Shroomed got 15th seed, so he's only one spot away, or if Duck got last seed, if PewPewu got last seed, if S2J got last seed, any of these options would have been better. So, yeah, this was pretty much the worst pick for HBox. He's still like clearly the favorite to win that set, and he's probably gonna win the set like 3-1 or something. But Lucky had like a small chance. Yeah, and of Lucky's potential round ones gravy train, this is probably his best one. Yeah, I agree. Swedish is not close to 16th seed, so I didn't even include like one of Axe and Swedish because it's like no possibility at all, at all. But so yeah, honestly, like it would be good if you could like just press on one of the players and they move on to the bracket. Like right here, imagine if I could use like decide myself, and it's only gonna show like on my side, no one else's. That would be pretty cool when you do these kind of predictions. Uh, Wait, first round is best of three? Damn, what? What? Wait, why are they having best of three when the bracket is only 16 players? Yeah, it actually says best of three. I didn't even like pay attention to it because like I'm so used. Okay, then I feel like even worse for HBox in this scenario then because like literally every pick he could have gotten, this is by far the worst, and it's a 2 out of 3. Uh, but it is what it is. Westballz, Druggedfox. I feel like this is probably the best match Druggedfox could have asked for in a round one. Since, like, don't get me wrong, Sammy is really good. He's really good. But in this stacked competition, he probably should have like one of the lower seeds. And he got Westballz, so he goes like seeded ninth here, which is like pretty high already. And at least what I've heard of, he's pretty good against Falco. I've never really witnessed it myself, so maybe that's just talk. But at least based on what I've heard, this is probably one of his best matchups going into this. Um, I still believe Westballz is gonna take this though. Westballz has been like in a, I don't know, like it's been like a lot of up and downs with Westballz. Like he did pretty good at Genesis. He took 7th, I believe, but then at Summit he did very poorly. But it's like they're saying, Westballz can beat anyone, but anyone can beat Westballz. But I'll predict, I'll predict Westballz to take this one. 2 out of 3 is scary though. Axe Swedish. Unless I'm remembering correctly, Swedish was winning pretty solidly at UGC, and it looks like most top sheiks, outside of like maybe Shroomed, is like having a pretty positive record against X. So yeah, I believe that trend is gonna continue. So I'm gonna put Swedish above X. Can I do a watch tourney stream like Alex19 does for this? I sent a PM or DM to the organizers, and right now they couldn't promise me if I'm allowed to do it or not. I do it if the streamer allows me to do it. So I always ask for permission. So I'm waiting for like a final answer. But yeah, so predict Swedish here. Then SFAT versus the Moon. This is probably one of the most interesting round 1 matches, I believe. I feel like this is clearly a coin flip. I believe either player could win here for sure. I'll actually predict the Moon on this one. Like, it really can go either way. I feel like SFAT is historically, like, he's seeded higher, and he does have, like, quite a bit of Marth experience. But the Moon does pretty good work against Foxes, among other characters, of course. So, I'm gonna go with the Moon here. Regardless, I feel like this is gonna be an interesting set. Probably one of the more interesting sets. But please, I really hope they change so it's 3 out of 5. I want, like, these matches, I really want to see them 3 out of 5. Alright, so Mute King Shroomed. Not the best kind of pick for Shroomed here. I believe he has been beating Mute King in the past. But yo, Rebas, thank you for the resub, dude. 5 months. Wait, best of 3 is a mistake? Alright, good shit. So, Mute King Shroomed, like, Shroomed has been beating Mute King in the past, but that was a long time ago. I remember he beat him at Apex 2015, and there was some other tournament on the West Coast as well, where he took a set from Mute King. But overall, like, Mute King should have this. Mute King should have this. Duck Wizzrobe. That's a tricky one. Duck also has been beating Wizzrobe in the past, but he's for sure not a big fan of Falcon. So I'm gonna go with Wizzy on this one. It's a little bit sad though that Mute King and Wizzy is this close to each other in the bracket since they play pretty often. Yeah, this is gonna be a test for Duck for sure. But no, I wouldn't say Duck sucks against Falcon. Like, it's clearly not one of his best matchups, but it's also like a tricky matchup for Samus. I feel like a lot of people, they get stuck in the mentality like, oh, this player is so bad against this character, this person is so bad against this character. Sometimes the matchup also is bad, and that's gonna influence what a lot of people say in terms of like, oh, how good or how bad you are in the matchup. Like, I can personally say that I have experienced that in the past as well. Like, people normally say like, oh, you're so good against Falco, and sometimes against Fox is like, oh, you have like a lot of things to work on. I'm actually way better against Fox than I am against Falco, but the matchup against Fox is much harder. So it like sometimes it just looks like you're better or worse in a matchup.
What have I missed?
We've just been going through the matches so far that I predicted.
And you predicted them, all of them?
No. I'm here Duck Wizzrobe, and I said Wizzrobe, I believe, is gonna win.
It's a hard matchup.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mango PewPewu. I have a hard time seeing PewPewu win this one, to be honest. Like, historically, not been doing too well against Mango. He got kind of wrecked by Leffen at Summit, and yeah, it's at some points in the past as well. It haven't really sounded like PewPewu is super motivated to beat Mango. Like, I know at Evo he said he really wanted to beat him, but a lot of times in the past I've been getting the feeling that he's not super motivated to beat Mango specifically. But we'll see. We'll see. That could be like a really big win for him.
Yeah.
ChuDat versus S2J. That's a rough one for ChuDat. He got a really good seed, and despite that, this is not really a good matchup for him, I believe. I would lie if I said I have like super updated data on like how ChuDat does against Falcon, but I believe S2J is gonna take that. Normally S2J beats ICs in the end.
So let's see. You think Hungrybox, Westballz? No?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hungrybox, Westballz, Swedish, The Moon, Mewtwo King, Wizzrobe, Mango, S2J.
That would mean Hungrybox against Westballz. What? Hungrybox versus Westballz.
Yeah.
Swedish against Moon. If you have like, if your prediction would be right,
Yeah,
how would
yeah,
it
but
look
that's what we have to assume here, since it's like the predictions for this stream. Yeah, no, yeah, S2J has been like, he has pretty good record against ICs overall in terms of set wins. I know he had like that one set against this kid at CEO where he lost. But overall, like, he has a lot of sets where he has been winning.
Yeah, but even though you lose sometimes, even though you might be really good at a matchup or like have a lot of experience.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Hbox versus Westballz. Honestly, I don't give Westballz a big chance of winning here at all. And like, yeah, this round and like this round and this round, it will all be assumed that it goes the way we predicted. But yeah, Hbox Westballz, I feel like it's not really much to say about that. Like, Westballz have only been beating Hbox. Westballz have only been beating Hbox once at Sandstorm, and that was like they switched TVs mid set. And it was like, it was a weird tournament. But still, like, it was like probably Westball's best tournament ever. He was beating Mango. He was beating Hbox. He was beating like a whole lot of the players, for sure. But still, we haven't really seen Westballz being that close of beating Hbox ever since. So yeah, I can't really see him winning that.
Like, his Falco's doing good at Yoshi's, but I think he's probably should play Fox for. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for him though.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like he just needs to learn
the matchup. I think.
Yeah, he needs to learn the matchup
to
better.
Be alright or good against, like, as Falco against Yigs. Maybe take some inspiration.
Alex Scott, I was up 2-0 in matches though, and it was like I was down by like 30% or 40% or something in game 3. But yeah, and then Swedish versus the Moon. That could be a really good set as well. The Moon is actually pretty good against Cheek. I played him in some friendlies like last summer, and he has a lot of good ideas against Cheek for sure. Uh, that's also like a coin flip for sure. Like this segment of the bracket is like, I feel like has the most potential for like going back and forth.
Yeah. Mm, yeah, I agree.
But I'll predict Swedish overall a little bit more consistent than the Moon. Even though Swedish have had some rough losses this year and not really lived up to the expectations. I'll still predict Swedish over here. And don't get me wrong, I love the Moon. He's a cool guy, but I kind of want Swedish or SFAT to make it over here because I don't really see Axe and the Moon having any chance against HBox, sadly. And it's always fun to see like competitive matches. So for that reason, I hope Swedish or SFAT makes it over here.
But yeah, if you're doing prediction, that's like prediction. It's not a biased, or you might be biased in a way, but you shouldn't apologize for like sorry homie, but like it's more a
Yeah, no, I'm saying what I believe, but I'm saying if I'm saying what I want, then it would be fun. I believe that like, for Swedish or SFAT to make it over here. But I believe the Moon will beat SFAT, but I believe he's gonna lose to Swedish.
yeah. Yeah, no hard feelings.
Then Yuchi King versus Wizzrobe. Wizzy has been taking top 6 members to game 5 a lot of times, and I guess like eventually he will like take that win.
Might it be that once he beat one, then he will like, beating next one and next one.
Yeah, that's possibility for sure. Like sometimes like once you start winning, it gets easier to win. But yeah, I don't believe this is gonna be the time. And Wizzy has been like streaming so much like Zelda and stuff, so I'm not even sure if he's like back in shape. And the event is this weekend, so yeah, I would say Mewtwo King moves on over here, and then Mango S2J. Same thing here, like S2J took Mango to game 5 once, but I don't really see it happening this tournament either. Could happen, but a very small chance, especially in a 3 out of 5. Mango has like a lot of experience against Falcon, really good in the matchup. Oh fuck. And that would put us HBox against Swedish. Swedish has actually been really close a lot of times. Taking HBox to game 5 like 2, 3, maybe even 4 times. But he never seems to be able to clutch it. It's really hard to beat HBox in a 3 out of 5. It's so mentally draining, for sure. Swedish brother mains Puff, which actually might be probably is one of the reasons why he historically does pretty good against Puff. But it's so rare these days to see HBox lose sets against non-top 6 members, with the only exceptions being Florida players.
Yeah. Except Plup, Swedish, or actually Shroomed is good in that matchup, or have been doing great against HBox as well.
Yeah. Mewtwo King versus Mango. That could be a lot. That could be a lot of fun. That could be a lot of fun. That's a coin flip for sure. But if Mewtwo King warms up Sheik for Shroomed and warms up Sheik for Wizzy, and then he probably want to play Marth against Mango, I feel like that might make the difference. Because Mewtwo King is so much about warming up his characters. And if he has 2 Sheik opponents before going into Mango, like...
Then he might start with Sheik. But if he would do that, it would probably be pretty hard for him to switching back to Marth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, like this set clearly could go either way. But I would probably predict Mango, actually, partly because of the fact that Mute King will have played a lot of Sheik. Or maybe actually start Sheik in the set, as you said, and just like do well.
Playing in Dreamland. That's my prediction. Wildcard prediction. Sheik Falco on Dreamland first game. Mute King Mango.
Do you believe Mango would go Falco though? Because against PewPewu and regardless of S2J ChuDat, he would go Fox against all these players. And he would go Fox if he plays HBox. So I have a hard time to see him switch to Falco. Like, just like that.
Okay, yeah, that might. You have a point, but he usually play Falco against Mute King though.
I feel like it's very back and forth, to be honest. Like at Genesis, he played Fox. GGC, he played Falco. After that, they haven't played in a while. But I feel like he plays Fox most of the time, but occasionally plays Falco.
Yeah. He might play Fox. But I do think he usually play Falco. But yeah, he did play Fox last time.
Yeah, that's true actually. Genesis played Falco and FD. And Summit 3 played Falco. Yeah, that's true. Actually, it might go Falco. It might go Falco. It's like, I feel like both like Mango normally likes to have one of his species.
Yeah.
Most of the
and
time.
then just play the entire tournament with.
Yeah, with exception of me and HBox. On FD, I could clearly see him go Falco. But yeah, we'll see. Like, honestly, Sheik, Marth, Fox, Falco, it will be hard to say, but we will see. But I'll predict Mango on this one. What about you?
Interesting. Actually, I want to say depending on the matchup, but yeah, if you're taking Mango, maybe I should take Mute King just for the sake.
All right, and then HBox versus Mango or Mute King. I believe HBox is gonna win regardless. Mango has a much better chance of beating HBox than Mute King.
Yeah.
If it's HBox Mute King, I give HBox an 85% chance of winning, pretty much. At least 80. If it's Mango HBox, I give HBox like 60-40 or 55-45.
Okay, yeah. No, but I can see that. So would the loser bracket be a thing to go through?
Yeah, so we'll just have to remember. So, okay. I predicted Lucky and Druggedfox. That's also a very interesting set. I feel like that one can go either way for sure.
Yeah, they will play.
Yeah, they will play, assuming my guesses are correct.
Like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always like that. Imagine it's like you have double elimination right next to it, you know? Then you just go one step, so like that. Lucky Druggedfox. Yeah, also like a coin flip match. I'll probably go with Druggedfox. He does pretty well against most foxes, I would say. He had some of these tournaments where he's like beating SFAT, beating Ice, Lucky. Overall, pretty good in the Fox Ditto as well, I would say. But yeah, we'll see.
I don't have anything to add about that one.
Axe versus SFAT. Damn, that's crazy if they would play for last place. That's crazy. Yeah, this part of the bracket is like the most interesting, probably, to be honest. If Axe SFAT plays, haven't the Axe done pretty well against SFAT recently? Like SFAT had like one period of time where he was beating Axe a lot. But since then, I feel like Axe has been beating him like quite a few times. Did they play at the last summit?
Yeah, I do think so.
Jolton, thank you for the resub. 7 months. Thanks, dude. We appreciate all the subs. But yeah, okay. I'll go with Axe. I'll go with Axe. Sorry, SFAT. Zach is my boy, but he didn't come to SoCal to make friends, so he will have a hard time early on. He's gonna step it up later on. Yo, Codeman boy, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Alliance, and you're officially one of our brothers. Android is my brother. Android is Codeman's brother. Damn. Ministry Music, thank you for the sub as well. Welcome to the Alliance, and you're officially one of our brothers. Damn, the subs.
Damn.
But yeah, Access Fat, yeah. Zach, as we said, didn't come to SoCal to make friends, and sadly, it's gonna be a bad tournament for him. I predict. It always feels like a little bit bad to like predict friends of yours to like do bad, but someone has to lose and someone has to win.
Yep.
And then we have Shroomed versus Duck. I know Duck actually made a reverse 3-0 against Shroomed. What was the last tournament at Full Bloom? That was the first time Shroomed lost to Samus, like maybe ever. I don't believe history will repeat itself. Honestly, Shroomed had so many chances to finish it off in Game 3, and he missed all the chances. He had like 2 or 3 down throws. He messed it up, and then was like another 1 or 2 chances.
At full bloom? Or when?
Yeah, Full Bloom, yeah. So Shroomed was up 2-0, and then he dropped it. And yeah, he lost 3-2. And then Duck went all the way to Grand Finals. He made the Winners Final, then he lost. Then he lost Winners Final, and then he beat SFAT, I believe it was. Wait, yeah, that means actually SFAT probably beat Axe at Full Bloom. That's actually true. I still stand by my prediction. I already said Axe, so I will stick to my word. Can't change it now. So yeah, Shroomed over Duck, and then PewPewu versus ChuDat. ChuDat having such a good seed, and I feel like this is just not his bracket. This is not his bracket. I know ChuDat's been around for a very long time. He played Ken a lot back in the day. It was a lot more Marths back in the day. But I'm not really convinced that Marth is one of his better matchups. Like, I know he lost to Smash God recently. I know he lost to Shroom's Marth at CEO last year. I'm probably going to go with PewPewu. And that would... Wait, so... Winner of AB would play against loser of L.
Which is down there between Mango and SJ, according to you?
Yeah, Mango SJ. So winner of AB.
So Druggedfox, I guess you.
Yeah, I predicted Druggedfox.
Druggedfox would play against SJ then.
Okay, yeah, I'll predict SJ. Druggedfox have a very, very bad record against Falcons. He got destroyed by none at Super Famicom, I believe the term was called, and he just have struggled a lot against multiple Falcons, as far as I remember. Probably gonna be a good experience for him though to play against another Falcon, but yeah, we'll see. Like, It's like when you have that many losses, I can't really predict in your favor.
That's pretty hard because you taking like result or experience from previous tournaments, right?
Yeah, but like if you lose to like the same character like 5, 6, 7, 8 times in a row, then I'm like, unless you prove a little, like at least getting like closer to like game 4 or game 5, but
Yeah. No, but I understand.
so if it was someone like, oh, like you started losing 3-0 and then like 3-1 and then like 3-1 again, then maybe 3-2 and you go like back and forth. But if you have like a hard time to take games, then I just don't really see a reason to predict for you.
Okay, so SG then.
Oh, Wissy was beating him in the reverse 3-0 in winners final, and then 3-0 in grands, all on FD. So Wissy won 6 matches in a row as well. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
All on FD? So
Yeah, he did the same thing against None. He counterpicked FD over and over and over again. The thing is, Druggedfox Cheek actually was like beating Falcons all the time. I know he's fully committed to play Fox only, but I believe against Falcon, like he should just bring out his Cheek. Like why not? If he's beating Falcons, like why not?
But he wants to beat him with Fox.
Yeah, I guess if it makes him happy, he should. It's like if you have like a secondary that gets the work done, then why not? But yeah, it's his decision.
So, let's see. Axe, according, he would beat SFAT and he will play against.
Yeah, so the moon would lose. Wait, no, I'm taking this wrong. I'm taking this wrong. CD. Yeah, it's as you said. So, yeah. I predicted Axe, and he's gonna play loser of K.
Yeah, and that's
Axe against Wizzy.
Yeah, because Mute King and Wizzy was they were about to play, and Mute King would win like in your prediction.
Yeah.
So
Axe against Wizzy. Wizzy did beat Max at some tournament in 2014. I believe it was. Outside of then, Axe have had a pretty stellar record against Falcon. 3 out of 5 means FD is on the table, guaranteed. It's like I feel like Pikachu overall as a character is like not super good, but Axe is really good. So once he plays matchups that are like very like much closer to even, like against Marth, against Falcon, I feel like just a lot of people have such a hard time. It's like imagine Axe, it's like he's going to the gym, he has so much heavy weight, and then when he plays against characters like Marth and Falcon, it's like he's allowed to run free. That's what I feel like a lot of times. It's like it just looks like it's so much easier for him once he plays against characters that is like not clearly beating Pikachu, in my opinion. And as far as I know, like Florida doesn't really have any Pikachus, and I'm not really sure if Wizzy's super patient style, if that's really good against Pikachu. Maybe it is. Like I never ever watched that matchup, to be honest.
he will play that matchup the same as they would do in 64. No, I don't know. But
In that, yeah, that no, he actually like Wizzy plays Yoshi.
yeah, I know, but like down air, upper. Nah. Well,
Florida has more Pichus than Pikachus.
lol.
But yeah, I'll say X on that one for sure.
Yep.
So then we move on to EF Shroomed Duck, and then I predicted Shroomed. So Shroomed would play against the loser of J.
And that would be the moon.
So Shroomed against the moon.
La Luna, the moon.
So at Frame Perfect Series, the moon actually ended up beating Shroomed for the first time ever. I ran into Shroomed uh, the same night, and he was like, "Fuck, I've never lost to Ryan. Ryan is the homie, but fuck." He was like, he felt bad about that loss for sure. And as I said, like the Moon is good against Cheek. Um,
Like you said, that he had a lot of he had a lot of strategies or idea.
yeah, no,
against
like just his
Cheek,
spacing and like decision making, punish game. He does have like a lot of good things against Cheek. Um, and Shroom has actually been like on a very bad trend lately. Like he's been losing a lot to players around his level and slightly lower. Um, I do believe this is probably gonna be like, you know, a little bit more back to like the old Shroom, like placing like seventh and stuff like that. So I believe he's gonna get his revenge against both Duck and the Moon.
All right.
And then we have. So I predicted PewPewu, and he's gonna play the loser of I, which would be
Westballz.
Westballz. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good set. That could actually go either way. For a long time, Westballz looked very lost against PewPewu. Since then, they've been going a little bit more back and forth. I remember they had like, I believe it was, what was it? Blood for Blood. They had a pretty good set. PewPewu won that one. That's also like, I would give PewPewu probably have the edge historically between these two players. But I will go with Westballz anyway. I feel like Westballz is gonna take that. Alright, now we just need to remember everything from losers as well. So, what did we say here?
Let's see, loser of L.
Oh wait, this was Druggedfox S2J. So S2J made it over here.
Yeah. And that would mean, let's see, loser of K, which would be Wizzrobe, a player against X. S2J versus X.
Great brackets for X, I would say. It was some tournament S3 actually brought out his like Sheik and stuff against X and did pretty well. I believe he like took a set or something. He played like Sheik on FD, the same thing that Ice did at last summit. But I believe that sort of surprise like doesn't work nearly as good the second time unless you have been putting in a lot of work. So even if he does pull out the Sheik, I feel like X would be like at least not as caught off guard. And as I said against like Wizzy, like X against Falcon, really good historically. So I predict he's gonna go over here.
So loser of Jason. No, but
Jay was.
That would be the Moon, and the Moon played against Shroomed, right?
Yeah, so Shroomed over here.
Yeah.
And
down there was Westballz.
Westballz PewPewu.
PewPewu.
So Shroomed against Westballz.
Yeah, if you predict Westballz, then yep.
Yeah. Westballz against Sheik. I don't believe he's gonna pull off like 2 hard matchups in a row for him. Like against PewPewu, I would say he's not favored really, but I still believe he's gonna take it. Against Duan, like it just feels like he loses every time pretty much, and he had like a very bad record against. He had a very bad record against Sheiks overall last year. He lost to almost every Sheik he played against in tournament. He lost to the Swedish almost every time. I believe it was 4-1. Westballz broke the curse at Evo. He lost against Shroomed a lot of times. He lost to AMSA in Europe. He almost lost to Over as well. So yeah, I will go for Shroomed. So Shroomed jumps over to this section. And Shroomed will play the loser of N, which would be King or Mango. And I predicted King would lose. So, yeah, same thing here. He normally does pretty bad against King. I don't really see him beat King anytime soon. Especially now since, like, Plop also, like, plays Cheek. King lives in Florida. So he's probably getting more and more practice in that matchup than ever at, like, a very high level. So I believe Shroom's run is going to finish off with a very respectable 5th place. And over here with the Axe against Swedish. Damn, that's also a run back. Alright, so I'll predict the same thing as the first time. Swedish taking it over Axe again. Not really much more to add. King Swedish. Swedish had that double elimination to King at some tournament last year, beating him twice in a row. Ever since then, it's been looking pretty one-sided for King. And playing Shroomed the previous set, I believe he's gonna go in strong for another Sheik Ditto. King versus Mango. This one, I'm not sure if I should stick with my prediction of Mango beating King again, or if we're gonna see like the reverse thing: King losing in winners, but winning in losers. That would be crazy. Again, though, he would walk in with like Sheik into the set,
and then have to. So he has to do the same, and Mango has. If he wins against King, he has to play Fox. But if he plays against King, he usually wants to go Falco. So he's a similar situation again. But well, what do you?
I believe King is gonna pull it off. Actually, we're gonna see a reverse thing happening where King
is it gonna be like 3-2 in winners and 3-1 in losers?
Something like that. I haven't predicted any games so far, so I'm not gonna really start now. But yeah, I'll say King. Maybe this inspires Mango to prove me wrong and win the entire tournament. Maybe.
Yeah, he better pull it off soon.
But yeah, I'll say King, and then we're gonna see a grand finals where King gets kind of fucked up.
Shit. So HBox is the winner.
HBox is the winner. That's my prediction. The thing is, if he actually beats Mango, I feel like his confidence might be very high. But if it's one person that can turn King from super confident to very low confident very fast, it's HBox. Because rest have that sort of factor. If you get hit once or twice, and then he's gonna get, depressed. No other character can like really do that as fast and demoralizing, in a way. Or I guess you can say Ice Climbers, but like King would play Peach and he wouldn't get wobbled twice in 20 seconds. Like it would be very rare at least. And even if it did, I feel like his emotions wouldn't go completely down if it's like game 1 or game 2. Yeah, I also feel like King's confidence doesn't matter against HBox nearly as much. So yeah, that's going to be my prediction. So we have HBox as the winner. We have King for 2nd place. Mango for 3rd. Swedish for 4th. Axe and Shroomed for 5th. Westballz and SJ for 7th.
So that top 8 prediction, or like the top 8 and the whole bracket.
Yeah, I feel like when I noticed that I had like a few double like matches happening twice in the same tournament, that's when I started to realize that I probably fucked up somewhere. Like I had like Axe Swedish twice, Shroomed, King twice.
But it's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but when I heard that, I was like, wait. I
was-
probably messed up somewhere.
Chic. No, what was it? Yeah. Okay. No, never mind. But yeah, no, it's not totally. Well, if you want to, how do you say? This is as big. Like this might happen, and another scenario is like equally as big to happen as this as well. But yeah, sometimes there is a crazy brackets. Or maybe just ChuDat are doing like a super wombo combo through the whole winners brackets.
If he beats
SJ,
S2J, he gets a revenge against Mango, and even if he would lose that, he would play Druggedfox, I believe it was. So if he just win that one match, ChuDat has like a much better chance. So, but yeah, that's gonna be our predictions for the single bracket. What do you guys believe about this? Do you guys agree with our picks? Do you not agree with our picks?